The following is a production of Medfield TV, Community Shows.
To get us started, please join me in welcoming Senior Catherine Pradella, who's going to lead us in the singing of the National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
As you can imagine, an event like tonight, Senior Recognition Night, takes lots of planning and organizing. I want to take this opportunity to thank Mrs. Sue Curtis and the guidance office and all of the guidance staff who have worked so hard behind the scenes to make tonight perfect. So please join me in thanking them as well. And most importantly, I want to thank all the many important community members who are on stage with us tonight to present these awards. Medfield High School would not be the wonderful learning community it is without your continued generous support. I know I speak for the students and staff when I say thank you to our community members for all that you've done for us. Please join me in thanking them as well. Thank you.
It's always a privilege to be able to offer some remarks at this wonderful event. This night is a testament to the supportive, generous, and proud community we all know Medfield to be. The parents in the audience and the presenters on the stage share in your excitement as you conclude your time in Medfield schools. Trust me, you have this entire community behind you as you go through the next few days leading up to graduation. As we make our way through the program tonight, it may serve as a walk down memory lane for you as well as your parents. You will be reminded of your glory days in youth sports. You'll hear inspirational comments about former students and community members, and more than a few presentations will pull at your heartstrings. Think of tonight as a live version of our collective phone's camera roll. Yours is probably filled with pictures of friends, selfies taken at fun places you've been, and some very cute pictures of your pets. For the parents in the crowd, I'm sure yours is loaded with pictures of your kids, their activities, shots from vacations, and maybe a few recent pictures from a pre-prom party or even an early graduation party. As those camera rolls continue to expand through these culminating events, it's important to take a moment and scroll through. Look back on some old albums, reminisce about the memories and experiences that have shaped the person you are today. As you go through these next few days and ultimately your high school graduation, I wish you all the best in your future paths and unlimited memory for that ever-expanding camera roll. Thank you and congratulations. The first award is the Daughters of the American Revolution Citizenship Award. This award is presented to a member of the senior class who has been chosen by faculty for best exemplifying the outstanding qualities of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism in school, home, and community. This year's recipient of the Daughters of the American Revolution Good Citizen Award is Owen Previtt. It is also my pleasure to award this year's Assistant Principal's Sunshine Award. This award is supported by the Medfield High School Sunshine Fund, which is a collection of donations made by Medfield High School faculty and staff. Mrs. Mendoza and I have the privilege of naming the recipient each year, and I am proud to announce this year's winner. She has been a strong, independent, and resilient young woman since she entered Medfield High School. She has developed amazing self-advocacy skills that are to be commended and a work ethic that many of us would aspire to achieve. Most recently, she completed a very unique, creative, and detailed senior project. This year's recipient of the Assistant Principal Sunshine Award is Kayla Victor.
So I have the pleasure of introducing the Principal's Sunshine Award. This award is presented to a senior who is the embodiment of courage, strength, and resilience. Her ability to take on great challenges over the last few years is to be admired by all. And she does this with quiet strength and grace. I'm honored and proud to present this award to Gabriella Stewart.
Hi, good evening. On behalf of Mrs. Sancher, I am pleased to present a handful of students awards tonight for the National Honor Society. I'm going to call all of your names. Please come forward and please hold your applause till the end. Carolyn Berglund, Emily Boyd, Francis Brooke, Jonathan David, Catherine Farrell, Alexandru Haygood, Michael Hawley, Ross Johnson, Caitlin Malvisi, Ainsley Marshall, Maria Michaelitis, Catherine Pradella, Brian Schubert, Hedda Shaw, Kayleigh Sheehy, Anna Terry, Amanda Thompson, Evan Volkin, and Jamie Woods. I have the pleasure of presenting two scholarship awards tonight, the Madeline L. Grant Scholarship to Caroline Shea and Claire McNulty. I have four recipients tonight for the Medfield Teachers Association Book Awards. Please welcome to the stage Brenna Fitzgerald, Paige Kincaid, Tatum Sampson, and Megan Sear. Margaret T. Jenkins Memorial Scholarship tonight is awarded to Lauren Krupnick. The Norfolk County Teachers Association Award tonight is presented to Catherine Pradella. And lastly, the New in Town Medfield Scholarship tonight is awarded to Ross Johnson and Kaylee and Sheehy.
This evening, I have the honor to give our 2 scholarships to 2 officers that were killed in the line of duty. First is Detective Robert E. Naughton, and that is awarded to Andrew Carlson. Our second scholarship this evening is in memory of Sergeant Daniel McCarthy, and that is awarded to Kevin Viles.
Good evening. Best wishes to the class of 2019. I am a teacher here in the English department, and I also happen to be a proud graduate of Medfield High School. I'm honored to represent the MHS Alumni Association and award scholarships to 2 deserving seniors. This year's recipients are Andrew Carlson and Justin Fugelstad. Congratulations. On behalf of Nancy Kelly Lavin, I would also like to present the William Kelly Memorial Scholarship to Alana Potts.
The Music Pillar Award is presented to a student for great commitment to her ensemble's success and a true cooperative spirit. This year's recipient is Katie Pradella. The Lowell Mason Music Education Award is given to a student who has shown exceptional skills as a musician and is a leader in the music program. Recipients of this award not only play their instrument or sing with great expertise, but are also active in teaching and leading peers and younger students. And also, this student will be attending the Berklee College of Music to study in the fall. The recipient is Andrew Catanese.
My great honor to present the Lowell Mason House Scholarship in memory of Medfield's own Lowell Mason, who was America's father of public school music education and also father of American sacred music. And there will be 3 awards presented: Madeline Holm, Meredith Kratachwil, and Brendan Tormey.
First, I'd like to thank whoever put this nice tribute to Andrea in the guide here. I do appreciate that acknowledgement. Second of all, when I read through these students applying, they're always very, very good applicants, but this one stood out a little bit more to me. I reached out to my daughter, Allie Trasher, who also graduated from Medfield, and I told her, she goes, "Oh my God, Dad, Mom used to compare me to her." She said she absolutely loved her. So it's nice that I have this personal touch going along with it. So I'm really proud to announce the recipient of the Andrea Trasher Good Citizenship Award to Maeve Devlin. So.
Good evening. On behalf of Middlesex Savings Bank, it's my pleasure to award Molly Glasheen.
Good evening. It's an honor to be here representing the Medfield Firefighters Mutual Relief Association. Each year we give out 2 scholarships to seniors who may be exploring a non-traditional college path. This year's recipients are Carolyn Bergland and Clara Bonart.
I'm happy to present the Medfield Permanent Firefighters Association Awards to Justin Fuelstad, Thomas McGowan, Hedda Shaw, and Francis Toohey. The next award is the Medfield Veterinary Clinic Science Scholarship, going to 2 students, Madeline Holm and Megan Plonsky. Happy to present the Hub International Award to Connor Riley. The next award is the Harry Sonnenberg Award. Presenting it to Elliot Mance and Lauren Maletti. It is my honor to present the Daniel C. Palermo Spirit Award on behalf of the Palermo family. Daniel, a 2007 graduate of MHS and a beloved member of the Theater Society, was determined to live a full life despite his daily struggle with cystic fibrosis. The spirit, determination, courage, and hope displayed throughout his life and his illness made Daniel a hero to those who knew him. He had a contagious spirit and personality that welcomed each person he met. Dan could brighten any day with his wonderful sense of humor and flair for the dramatic. To honor his memory, the Theater Society and the Palermo family established the Daniel C. Palermo Spirit Award. The recipient of this award is a Theater Society member who displays a strong moral character, a genuine respect for life, a deep appreciation for family and friends. They are courteous, kind, and considerate to all. The winner personifies the true spirit of Dan, compassionate, optimistic, dependable, determined, and hardworking, with a bright spirit and a kind soul. Daniel had a love for life and lived each moment that life gave him. His strong warrior spirit lives within the recipient of this award. This year, the Palermo family saw Daniel's qualities reflected so strongly in the applicants that for the second year in a row, they elected to award the Daniel C. Palermo Spirit Award to 2 recipients. The 2019 recipients of the Daniel C. Palermo Spirit Award are Juliana Hornley and Michael O'Leary. I have a number of MHS Theater Society awards to present to the following students: Francesca Compton, Mason Hodge, Ella Matthews, Katie Pradella, Frances Chewy, and Jenna Woodard.
As a representative of the Medeiros family, I want to take this opportunity to recognize the wonderful student productions presented over these many years in support of the Theater Society's scholarship program. David's family is pleased to be a part of their efforts. It is now my pleasure to award the David Edward Medeiros scholarships given in memory of my nephew, David, a 1999 graduate of Medfield High School, an active and enthusiastic member of the Theater Society during his 4 years here at Medfield High School. I would now ask that Rory McNaughton and Lakin Shields, the 2019 recipients, come forward.
Good evening. On behalf of MEMO, congratulations to the class of 2019. It is due to our fundraising efforts during the year that we're able to be with you this evening. Being involved with scholarship program is one of our interests that we are most grateful to support.
For that reason, we are very proud to present these 3 scholarships in honor of Mike Sullivan, our town administrator, Catherine June Kelly, matriarch of Lord's Department Store, and Richard DeSorver, our town historian. The 3 very dedicated and deserving students are as follows: Bryce Sinnott, Cameron Adolph, and Madeline Krupin.
First, I just want to congratulate all of you and wish you the best as you embark on the next chapter of your life. I am presenting the Larry Dunn Memorial Scholarship in memory of my father, who passed away in 2005. Having grown up in Medfield and gone through the Medfield school system, this is an extremely special place to me and my family, but was a source of passion and commitment to my father. This is the 14th year that I presented this scholarship, and I've always given it to a student who I felt embodied what it means to be a Medfield graduate. In the selection process, I would look for a student that I could picture my father rooting for and being proud of, an individual that wasn't always given everything. Maybe they had a difficult path, but they persevered because of hard work and grit. Someone that maybe didn't always believe in themselves, but were guided along the way. Someone that may have been in the shadows for many years, but is someone that you know one day soon will shine brightly. Recently, I was asked by the committee at MHS to describe the scholarship criteria in a few sentences. Although I had never been asked this question, it turned out to be an extremely easy one for me to answer, because all I had to do was think about this year's recipient and describe what makes them so special. The Larry Dunn Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Medfield High School graduate who values education and has demonstrated significant growth and development over their 4 years at MHS. The individual embodies the characteristics of a lifelong learner while being a positive role model for others. Characteristics include, but are not limited to, perseverance, hard work, dedication, resiliency, and respect for both peers and faculty. This year's recipient has marched to the beat of their own drum, created their own journey, and earned everything that they have achieved. I know that they are just starting their path to success, and I am confident that they will continue to gain satisfaction by outworking people along the way. It is my pleasure, on behalf of myself and my family, to present this year's Larry Dunn Memorial Scholarship to Lauren Maletti.
The first award that I will present is the Unsung Leader Award. 2 students were chosen by the awards committee for this recognition because they have shown leadership potential and growth over the past 4 years. These 2 have used their leadership skills to make MHS a better place. I have been lucky to have had the opportunity to teach both of these individuals. They've been leaders in the classroom, working hard to not only better themselves, but those around them. They are positive, hardworking, and dedicated, and they always have a smile on their faces. I asked around, and a teacher coach said of the first, he is a great leader, hardworking, caring, and responsible. Of the second, one of his teachers said, he thinks before he speaks and listens when he listens. Definitely an unsung leader of MHS. The 2019 Unsung Leader Awards go to 2 seniors who are respected by their peers, teachers, advisors, and coaches for their positive attitudes and strong leadership potential. I'm excited to see what they can accomplish in the future, one attending Northeastern and the other attending my alma mater, Assumption. I'm proud to present this award to 2 outstanding young men, Dylan Hogan and Thomas McGowan. This year's senior Stuco reps have been special. There are normally 2 student council awards presented each year, but this proved to be too difficult a task for me, so instead there are 4. The entire senior group, and especially the executive board, have been amazing, but these 4 stand out. They served as a collective group to make sure all of our events ran smoothly. I've worked with them for 4 years and cannot say enough about what they've done during their time at Medfield High School. Although they took academically rigorous classes, held part-time jobs, and played varsity sports, they still were able to devote themselves fully to student council. They inspired the other officers and representatives to be the best they could be and give all that they could to make the MHS community better. Dedicated, selfless, passionate, hardworking are just a few of the words that come to mind when I think of these 4. I feel so lucky to have been the advisor to these very special young women who are truly made a difference at Medfield High School. Our Stuco family will miss them in the fall when they head off to UMass, Georgetown, Providence, and Fairfield. Thank you for all that you've given to Stuco, and I'm confident you will go far. I'm proud to present this year's award to 4 of our officers, Lily Bannister, Perry Cahill, Brenna Fitzgerald, and Maddie Reddy.
happy to present the Medfield High School Reunion Committee Scholarship in memory of Elaine Roddy Taylor to Aaron Seibel. I'm proud to present the Thomas Award to Elena Ackerblum. The next award is the Brian Lawler Scholarship, and that goes to Joseph Lyons. The Nickerson Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Harrison Guarnagia. And for my final award, I'm honored to present on behalf of the Perkins family. Eric Perkins was killed by a drunk driver on Thanksgiving night in 2004. In the fall of 2005, organizers created the Eric Perkins Memorial Football Tournament. This event took place every year for 10 years. Each year, alumni and current students celebrated two things: the life of Eric Perkins and the game of football. Since the tournament ended, the Perkins family have continued to fund this scholarship. Eric Perkins was a gritty football player who honored the game of football because of the way he played the game of football. This evening's recipient represents the best parts of Eric Perkins. His durability and consistency were on display the entire football season. His steadfast commitment to the demands of football were acknowledged by a coaching staff that was unanimous in voting for him to receive this award. It is with great honor and distinction that I award the 2019 Eric Perkins Memorial Football Scholarship to Kevin Viles.
First off, congratulations to all the seniors of class of 2019. My name is Linda, and I'm here to present a scholarship for a young adult who both academically and is baseball oriented. My husband Mike was an avid baseball fan and lost his battle with Merkel cell cancer in August of 2015. Mike coached our two sons, Jimmy and Brian, through their T-ball and Babe Ruth. But after that, he left it up to the professionals of whether it be high school, AAU, Legion, or college. Jimmy was a pitcher for Holy Cross through 2001, and Brian was a third baseman for Dickinson in Pennsylvania through 2016. Mike missed Brian's senior year, but throughout his fight, he never missed a game, or at least tried to make as many on the computer. Through the suggestion of teachers, coaches, and students, they have chosen a student who has characteristics of my husband, which he felt were very valuable. He fostered family, teamwork, respect, community academics, and athletic quality. He also tried to present to all of his children that anything was possible as long as you believed in yourself. So without any more ado, I am very proud to present Sean McTavish.
Good evening. A few years back, I had the honor of awarding this scholarship to Jack McCormick. And at the end of the evening, I overheard someone saying, geez, I didn't even know he played baseball anymore. This This award is given not just to outstanding baseball and softball players. This award is given to young men and women who've given back over their years in support of Medfield Youth Baseball and Softball. So this first recipient exemplifies that sort of Jack McCormick didn't even know she played anymore. This is a person who probably peaked at 10 or 11 years old, and when she was done playing, she came back to me. I had the honor of coaching her. She came back to me a year later or so and was interested in being an assistant coach. And she contributed as much to the singing and to the bench play as she did to the coaching on the field. She was one of my favorite people, and I'm proud to award our first scholarship to Lauren Krupnick. So forgive me, Lauren, but in stark contrast to Lauren, our next recipient came playing softball from birth, I imagine. This is a young woman who played from first and second grade through to today and aspires to play more into the future. She gave back in ways. She tagged along with Dad and helped sort equipment. She tagged along with Dad and helped set up opening day ceremonies. Before I announce this recipient, let me please invite Dad to the stage. Kevin Glasheen, would you come on up, please? To be clear, we don't have a scholarship for you, Kevin. Kevin has supported MYBS for some number of years. He's the longest serving MYBS board member and gives back in countless ways. So I asked him to be here to present this to his daughter, Molly Glasheen. Like Molly, our final recipient has excelled on the softball field for years. She has accolades all over the place as a player for Medfield High School. But like Molly and like Lauren, this person has given back through the years in a variety of ways. In our clinics, she has sung our national anthems at opening days and at championship days. She too comes with parents. Jerry, would you join me on the stage, please? So Jerry Potts and Christine Potts are probably the couple in town that I hold in highest regard as people who give back to the community. So you do not get a scholarship either, Jerry? But it's sorry for ruining the surprise, Molly and Alana, but our final recipient is Alana Potts.
Well, congratulations. I think you should all be very proud of what you've accomplished here tonight. And I have to say, it's always nice to come back to Medfield, being a graduate, to see that the success just continues to keep rolling through this town. And I think that's a real tribute to all you parents out there, the faculty, the staff. Makes me proud to come back. So, needless to say, I'm very proud to give this year's Medfield Youth Basketball Award in my father's name, Bob Pork, who unfortunately passed away when I was in high school, and he was a big supporter of all of Medfield basketball all the way through all the ranks. So I have two recipients for the Youth Basketball Award tonight, and the first recipient is Brenna Fitzgerald. And the second second recipient, I'm very proud to give to Casey Chen.
I always enjoy giving out this award when I know kids in the class, and because I have a senior this year, I know a lot of you. Some of you have coached. You guys remain the only group where, as a third grade coach, I had a player receive a yellow card, Maddie Coogan. Told the ref it was not her job to go get the ball, and he didn't know what to do, so he gave her a yellow card. But the award for youth soccer goes to the individuals who take the time and devote the energy to be out there to give back so that the kids who are growing up in the town and playing youth soccer have the chance to play. And these two individuals this year were our go-to people. So they endured rain, snow, sleet, angry parents, made sure that games were reffed, that fields were set up, ready to play, that clinics were staffed, that 3v3 had volunteers organized. So I want to just thank hugely these two individuals, Owen Previtt and Mia Prego.
I'm here on behalf of the Medfield Youth Hockey Board to hand out 5 hockey-related scholarships you can read more about in your program to 5 very deserving seniors. All 5 have played for the town hockey program to various degrees growing up, and all ended up playing varsity hockey at the high school level. They also all gave back their time as volunteers over the hockey season with the Learn to Play Hockey and/or Give Back to Your Roots program, helping out the local youth hockey players. So with that, I'd like to announce the winners of the Don Brown Memorial Scholarship, which is given to 1 male and 1 female player, to Alana Ackerbloom and Justin Fugelstad. The next award is given is the Doug Woodruff Scholarship, and I'm proud to announce the winner is Jack Lyons. And the Finder Scholarship is given to, again, a male and female player, the Panchiaco Scholarship. And I'm proud to announce it's going to Sean McTavish and Lawrence Laboda.
Hi, I'm here to present the award for students from Medfield Youth Lacrosse for those who have given back to the program. Medfield Youth Lacrosse has approximately 500 players in grades 1 through 8. We encourage our high school players to come back and coach the youth players, and the results have been excellent. The younger players get a chance to see what they can achieve with a little hard work and build a connection to the high school players. And you get the chance to mentor the younger players in our community, give something back to the program many of which you were part of as youth. The 2019 Medfield Youth Lacrosse Scholarship winners are Aaron Seibel, Michael Hopman, Rachel Stewart, Michael McNeil, Lily Bannister, and Tommy Gill.
evening. I'm here tonight representing the Special Education Parents Advisory Council, and each year we give out 4 awards. The first 2 we call the CPAC Award, which recognizes 2 graduating seniors who have demonstrated an interest in helping or advocating for persons with special needs or disabilities. These are outstanding students who have spent time both in and outside the school, really reaching out, practicing inclusion, and showing kindness both within our community and outside our community. I'm proud this year to announce Caitlin Malvise and Jamie Woods. And in our second award, we celebrate 2 students. We ask our guidance counselors to help us choose these students in memory of Andrea Trasher, who, as you've already heard, was a beloved teacher and principal here in the district. She also was particularly kind and supportive to all of us who have children who struggle with learning. And in her memory, we ask students to write an essay that is then chosen, again, both for people's kindness, their inclusion, and something about the special work that they've done in their journey through the school system. So I'm pleased to award this to Margaret Long and to Virginia Royston.
Congratulations to you all. It's been great to see you all grow up throughout the years here in Medfield. I'm here representing the Hannah Adams Women's Club. The Hannah Adams Club is the oldest club in America for women. We just had our 125th anniversary. And our motto here is, nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. So with 2 recipients of the award that emulate those words are Linda McCarthy and Brenna Fitzgerald.
Good evening. It is an honor to be here in front of all of you to celebrate the memory of a good friend, Peter Kenny, with a scholarship. It's also an honor because I've had the fortune of having, for 19 years, a child in the Medfield schools. And tonight is our last one, Alana Potts. And I've had an opportunity to watch all of you on stages, on fields, on courts, and doing art. And you should know that this town is very lucky, both to have a school system like Medfield, but also to have kids like you. So congratulations to you. It's really an honor to see all of you. So the Pete Kenny Award, I've given the same speech now for 8 years that we've given it. And it starts, the last, Kate was talking about enthusiasm. This one starts with passion. So I have a question. This is the crowd participation portion of the night, just to get you moving a little bit if you haven't gotten on stage yet. How many of you feel you have found your great passion in life, the reason you are on the planet? Let me see a show of hands. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're good. We're good. So there's 10 or 15 congratulations to you. For those who haven't found it, let me tell you about Pete Kenny. Pete Kenny found his passion in life at age 48. Pete Kenny was a Medfield resident. His son went to Medfield schools, and at age 48 he came home. He owned a painting business, and he came home and had told his wife, who was a teacher, that he wanted to quit his painting business and go to school to be a broadcaster. For those of you who do not see spouses in their mid-40s talking often, this surprise could have been a disaster, but he had a wonderful wife, Brenda, who said, "You've always been passionate about sports and music. You'd be great at it, you should do it." And so Pete, at age 48, went to the Connecticut School of Broadcasting, completed his studies there for a brief stint in Needham, and then came back to the place he loved, which was Medfield. And for 3 years, Pete put himself, with more passion than I've ever seen anyone, into a job. He loved everything about Medfield. He loved sports. He loved music. And he did programming, a show, The 359, which was local music, Inside Warrior Football, Warrior Weekly. If it had Warrior on it, he was there. He did sporting events and things he didn't even know what they were, but he still did play-by-play. I don't know. Those might have been the most interesting ones since he knew nothing about some of these sports. But if it was a field or a court, Peter was there, and there was no person who loved it more. In 2009, Pete was diagnosed with cancer. Many of us, that would have been enough to start paring back, but just the opposite. He was more engaged, more involved in doing everything that was Medfield. And as the cancer got worse and chemotherapy, and many of us would have probably just stayed at home and watched TV and felt sorry, Pete was out at every single one of those events chronicling the wonderful things that make Medfield like you. And it was the culmination of that was Championship Day in June of 2010. It's 95 degrees. Pete's not even supposed to be out in the sun. He's wearing a floppy hat. He does a softball game, 2 baseball games, and then drives to Longmeadow to do the state lacrosse championship, which we won. And Pete never, ever did anything less than smile, because he was doing exactly what he was put on the planet to do. He found his passion and he pursued it. Unfortunately, in November that year, Pete passed away, and his wife, they had a small family ceremony, but a number of friends and family wanted to do something, and so they opened up the gym. And I remember Brenda, his wife, saying, I don't know if anyone's even going to show up, but he loved the gym. 1,500 people showed up and filled the auditorium, filled the gym to remember Pete Kenny. And so you're going to go through life and you're going to try to find that passion. Pete found it at 48. I hope you find it sooner. Some of us are still searching. But Pete represented what hopefully you all have, which is success. Because you're going to have a lot of definitions on success: money, house, power, whatever. But I would submit that Pete is one of the most successful people I've ever known, because first of all, he found his passion. But secondly, that passion connected an entire community. 1,500 people who respected and loved him for doing what he loved and chronicling all the wonderful things that you all do in this town that make Medfield. So I apologize for being long-winded, but Pete deserves that. I wish you passion, I wish you success, and I think this award, the 2 recipients are well-deserved.
Thank you. So I'm Brett Porter, the general manager at Medfield TV. I'll just get right into it. The first young lady that is going to receive our Peter Kenny Award could be seen consistently at our summer concert series that Memo holds. She would be diligently operating a camera while simultaneously watching our other volunteers, her cousins and brothers, consistently coming in to help edit, learn new skills, and sometimes to deliver some home-cooked Indian cuisine. We're always happy to be working with our first scholarship award recipient, Hada Shaw. Our next senior receiving the Peter Kenny Scholarship started as a volunteer with us, but as her skills progressed and her desire to continue working here grew, I made the decision to create a new position at Medfield TV that would always employ a younger member of our community interested in television, called our Assistant Production Coordinator. In her role, she was to help cover events, edit productions, and help on specific needs of our staff. She not only became an important member of our working team, but certainly a member of our ever-growing Medfield TV family. The next recipient of the Peter Kenny Scholarship goes to Olivia Duvall.
I'm here from the Medfield Music Association, and in addition to the Lowell Mason Music Education and Music Pillar scholarships that the MMA funds, we also fund 2 additional scholarships for seniors. I can say that in my 8th and final year in the leadership role with the MMA, that the greatest pleasure I've gotten over the last 8 years, especially with this group having a graduating senior, is having the incredible pleasure and enjoyment of getting to know so many of these students through the music program. And that is since 4th grade, since they were on this stage performing in their ensembles. And I don't know how many of you remember, if you're in that age group, this is the 30th anniversary of the book, All I Really Needed to Know I Learned in Kindergarten by Robert Fulghum. And there was one quote in that book that stood out at me because it really spoke to what I have witnessed in our music program. And the quote is, "No matter how old you are, when you go out into the world, it is best to hold hands and stick together." And I've seen that in our ensembles across orchestra, band, and chorus, that our students really do a great job of not only playing music, but they do a great job of sticking together and supporting each other. So tonight, for the 2 Medfield Music Association Scholarship Awards, I am pleased to award one to Alyssa Shen, who's in string orchestra. Not only is Alyssa an amazing string musician, but she got to perform at Carnegie Hall. This next recipient of the Medfield Music Association Scholarship is someone who has worked incredibly hard to perfect his instrument, multiple instruments, and also his amazing smile and warmth and caring for his fellow students, Evan Volkin. I also have the honor tonight of giving out this one significant scholarship, the Jean M. McCormick Memorial Music Scholarship. This scholarship was established in 2008 to honor Jean McCormick. I don't know how many of you have been in town for a while, but Jean is actually the daughter of John Harney, who was a longtime resident. She was in band, she was a clarinetist, and she passed away very young at age 41, and her husband and the Harney family established a scholarship in her name. She was a student at Boston College as well, and she played in the band there. She, last year I had actually interviewed some of the people that went to school with her here at Medfield High School, and they really talked about her as having these incredible qualities of good humor, acceptance of others, a really high sense of wanting to achieve excellence and goals. And the student this year that is getting this award certainly exemplifies those, but I'd also like to ask Music Director Jason Bielik to come up and actually say a few words about this student as well.
The student receiving the Jean McCormick Scholarship this year is a student that I can honestly say any music director would love to call one of their own. He has an open heart, he has an open mind, he's an exemplary musician. He has taken part in band, jazz combo. The pit orchestra for the musical has helped out with all of the younger students and helped me to learn about the Medfield music program this year. Without him, I would have floundered immensely. So a big thank you, and I'm pleased to announce this year's recipient is Joseph Pugliazzo.
Thank you and good evening. I'm Brian Hurley, this year's president of the Medfield Lions Club. You might have seen us selling Christmas trees or recently around town collecting money at our toll booths. The money we raise helps support our research, vision-related organizations, and local charities like the Food Pantry and the Animal Shelter. The Lions Club also awards 2 scholarships to graduating Medfield High seniors who have demonstrated outstanding community service, academic achievement, and leadership. It's my pleasure to announce this year's winners are Colin Judge and Olivia Duvall.
I'm happy to be here on behalf of the Friends of the Medfield Library to present the Amy Fisk Creative Writing Award. Amy was a talented and creative Medfield High School student who was tragically killed while she was still in high school. The Friends of the Library created this award to honor her memory and to encourage excellence in creative writing. The recipient of the Amy Fisk Creative Writing Award is Anna Compson.
My name is Michelle Doucette, and I'm the president of the American Legion Auxiliary. And it's my honor to award the Stephen Hinckley Memorial Award to Lakin Shields. And also, as part of the American Legion family, in honor of the Sons of the Legion, I'd like to award the first scholarship to Kevin Biles. And on behalf of the Medfield Legion, I have 2 different awards. The first award goes to Francine McCarthy. And the second Medfield Legion Award goes to Linda McCarthy.
I'm here to present a number of awards this evening. The first, on behalf of the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Page Realty, goes to Saul Lacerda. The Mitchell Construction Scholarship is awarded to Hedda Shah. The MHS Parent-Teacher Organization is proud to present a scholarship to a senior who has made a significant contribution to community service endeavors throughout high school, and this award goes to Morgan Caro. The PTO also awards a scholarship called the School Spirit Award, given to 2 students who have supported school activities, shown exemplary school spirit, and projected a positive image of Medfield High School. And these awards go to Madeline Coogan and Lily Bannister. The MHS PTO also presents an Excellence Award to an outstanding student of the highest caliber. This award goes to Michael Hawley.
Thank you, Ann. Good evening and congratulations to the class of 2019. It is my privilege to give out 4 awards this evening: the Thomas Rees Sportsmanship Award and the Scholar Athletes Award. The Thomas Rees Sportsmanship Award is given out to an athlete or athletes who exemplify sportsmanship and integrity in athletics. The following 2 student athletes are the epitome of both integrity and sportsmanship and are role models that all students can emulate. I am honored to present this prestigious honor to the following students. First, a captain coming off a fantastic senior year where she was named a TVL All-Star in cross country, indoor track, and spring track and field, where she excelled and currently holds 3 school records. Additional, this young lady is always the first to volunteer or lend a helping hand with the next generation of runners. An amazing student athlete whose attributes we miss both inside and outside the walls of Medfield High School, Miss Jordan Wilson. And the next recipient, this student athlete participated in indoor track, volleyball, and soccer here at Medfield High School. Even with an injury his senior year, this young man continued to be a huge part of the team and demonstrate strong leadership and guidance to his teammates. Clear an individual with strong perseverance and one who always goes above and beyond expectations of sportsmanship and exemplifies a team-first mentality. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brennan Tormey. Tonight, I also have the pleasure of presenting the Medfield High School Scholar Athlete Awards, which we presented to 2 recipients who both exemplify what it truly means to be a scholar student athlete. Our first scholar athlete goes to a student whose love for Medfield High School shines through every day. As a member of the girls' soccer team and captain of the girls' lacrosse team, her effort, energy, and positive attitude were on full display every time she took the field. She has received the Sportsmanship Award for soccer and girls' lacrosse, which speaks volumes to her character. Our girls' lacrosse coach, Mary Laughlin, has said of the student, quote, "She was the backbone of this team, period. She had an amazing way of commanding the team's attention and respect. I knew I could count on her every step as a leader in any difficult situation." Academically, the student athlete has much to be proud of. She's a member of the National Honor Society, National French Honor Society. She's also the student council president as well as a senior ambassador and is an active member of several MHS clubs, including Best Buddies. In addition, she took a challenging course load and was still able to maintain an impressive 4.48 weighted grade point average. It is my pleasure to award the Scholar Athlete Award to Miss Lily Bannister. Our next Scholar Athlete Award goes to a student whose work ethic and character are impressive as his prowess when in competition. He was a member of the golf, swim and dive, and boys lacrosse teams during his 4 years at MHS. This year, he was named the captain of the swim and dive team as well as boys lacrosse. His coach, John Isif, said to this student, quote, "He is a steady influence and a great example for the team. His leadership is by example. His work ethic, his calm and even-keeled demeanor, and his high lacrosse IQ infuse his confidence in the team. He is coachable, a positive and encouraging teammate, and recovers from mistakenly quickly, exhibiting a mental toughness necessary to be captain of our program. I don't think anyone has any doubts that he puts the team and needs of his team first before his own," end quote. This Scholar Athlete was named All Tri-Valley League in swim and dive and boys lacrosse multiple years. Last year, he became the first male diver in school history to qualify for states and repeated this effort this last season. Also this season, he played a huge role in helping the boys lacrosse team improve to an impressive 16-2 regular season TVL championship and proves to be a major factor in the postseason beginning next week. As a student at MHS, he is a member of the National Honor Society and French Honor Society. He is also a member of the MHS Student Council and captain of Project Teamwork. He was named commended to National Merit Scholarship Program and has received other department awards during his time at MHS. And somehow, in between, was able to maintain an impressive 4.63 weighted grade point average. I am proud to present the Scholar Athlete Award to Mr. Peter Barrett.
Good evening and congrats to our graduates and to your families. It's a lot to celebrate right now and we're happy to be able to do this with you. Each year, students from across the country compete in the National Merit Scholarship qualifying test through their participation in the PSATs. This program recognizes 1% of high-scoring students within the nation. This year, Medfield had the honor of having 11 students named Commended Scholars. Congratulations to the following students: Peter Barrett, Anna Compson, Molly Drum, Matthias Epstein, Catherine Farrell, Michael Hawley, Dylan Hogan, Meredith Pertatual, William Maritan, Ella Matthews, and Tatum Sampson.
I have the honor of introducing and presenting our Academic Excellence Awards, and joining me on stage is our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jeffrey Marsden. Each year, Medfield High School recognizes those students who have worked to demonstrate excellence in the classroom within areas of English, mathematics, history, science, and foreign language. Each of these students has earned a cumulative weighted grade point average within the top 10% of this year's graduating class. In recognition of their dedication and scholarly pursuits, a leather portfolio inscribed with the seal of the town of Medfield will be presented to them. Students, I'm going to call you up one by one. You're going to come up these stairs here to my left and receive your award. Our first recipient is Lily Bannister. Our next recipient, Peter Barrett. Our next recipient is Anna Compson. Our next recipient is Dylan Hogan. Our next recipient is Matthias Epstein. Our next recipient is Michael Hawley. All Our next recipient is Meredith Kratachable. Our next recipient is Rebecca Lee. Our next recipient is Cameron Mailer. Our next recipient is Caitlin Malvisi. Our next recipient is Ella Matthews. Our next recipient is Claire McNulty. Our next recipient is Emma Nightingale. Our next recipient is Michael O'Leary. Our next recipient is Nathan Perry. Our next recipient is Tatum Sampson. Our next recipient is Brian Schubert. Our next recipient is Caroline Shea. Our next recipient is Alyssa Shen. And our final Academic Excellence Award goes to Susanna White. Once again, congratulations to all our award winners tonight. And students and families, if you can join me one more time in a round of applause for the volunteers that are behind me. Thank you. So thank you again for coming out tonight. That wraps up our program. Students, we will see you bright and early tomorrow at 8:30. Family and friends, we hope to see you Sunday afternoon for our graduation ceremonies. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you.
The proceeding was a production of Medfield TV, Community Shows.